Carolus V, Emperor of Rome, was wont to say that the Hispanic tongue was seemly for converse with God, the French with friends, the German with enemies, the Italian with the feminine sex. Had he been skilled in the knowledge of Russian, he would doubtless have added that in the last named it behooves one to speak to all the above. Geometry is the rules of all mental investigation. I value one experiment higher than 1,000 opinions born of the imagination. Looking at the thunder machine which had been set up, I saw not the slightest indication of the presence of electricity. However, while they were putting the food on the table, I obtained extraordinary electric sparks from the wire. My wife and others approached from it, for the reason that I wished to have witnesses see the various colors of fire about which the departed Professor Richmond used to argue with me. Suddenly it thundered most violently at the exact time that I was holding my hand to the metal, and sparks crackled. All fled away from me, and my wife implored that I go away. Curiosity kept me there 2 or 3 minutes more, until they told me that the soup was getting cold. By that time the force of electricity greatly subsided. I had sat at table only a few minutes when the manservant of the departed Richmond suddenly opened the door, all in tears and out of breath from fear. I thought that someone had beaten him as he was on his way to me, but he said, with difficulty, that the professor had been injured by thunder. Nonetheless, Mr. Richmond died a splendid death, fulfilling a duty of his profession. Mathematics should be studied if only for that it puts the mind in order. Nature is in some sense, the gospel and preach loudly creative power, wisdom and greatness of God. And not only heaven, but bowels of the earth declare the glory of God. Thou, chemistry, do penetrate, with vision keen the bowels of earth, reveal what treasure Russia hides there. Nature uncovers the inner secrets of nature in 2 ways, one by the force of bodies operating outside it, the other by the very movements of its innards. The external actions are strong winds, rains, river currents, sea waves, ice, forest fires, floods. There is only one internal force, earthquake. Quote, in general, the bigger a mountain the older it is. The biggest mountains were built before any others, because when they were built there was incomparably more flammable material within the earth. Over the many thousands of years that have passed, the quantity of flammable material has doubtless decreased.